Hey guys, Neil here. This is my 69 Mgb 302 conversion. This engine here, when I got the car, the engine was in it already. The motor was completely shot though. And suspension, transmission, things like that have been reworked since I've got the car. Interior work's done on the car to keep it up to snuff. But the motor here, basically redid it 30 over. It's running a Torker 289 intake manifold. It's running vacuum advanced style distributor, replaced that, all new parts. Running about 36 degrees total timing into that. I think, if I recall, it's about 12 degrees on initial for start. What else here? So this one here, I'm running the MSD fuel injection. I've had this on about a season. There is a bit of finickiness to run it. The cam I have in the car is a comp cam 280 magnum, so the duration on it is a little much for the MSD to handle according to the literature, and what I've noticed is it's hard to get a low idle. With the carburetor on it before, the carburetor ran great. I was running a Edelbrock 600 CFM. Carburetor ran great, nice low 750, 800 RPM idle, real lopey sound, good throttle response. The problem I was having is I could jet it for the hot days we have here, or I could jet it for the cool nights. Either way, I was giving up power or getting a slight bog on the hot days. So the fuel injection cleaned all of that up. Downside of it is, with this fuel injection system, I don't think there's enough vacuum off that cam to get a good reliable low idle. So my idle now is set at around 1,000, which is not terrible. Still sounds great. Engine doesn't get hot idling, and it's a stick, so it's not like it's sitting on the brake real hard or anything like that at the lights. Probably you guys are noticing a little tiny air filter here. Fortunately, that is the largest air filter I can fit in this car. The height restriction here interferes with my hood, so the hood's had to be cut out. That was done by the previous owner. When it's closed, it's hard to see. You can just barely see in there. That's my height restriction. You see the chrome of the cap there. But I'm watching some videos online. The engine master guys say that style of filter is good for around 350 horse, which this combo in the heads. Oh, I should say also it's running GT40 heads with larger exhaust valves put in, and some short little stubby exhaust headers. This motor combo makes around the 290 horse, 300 horse, which is, great for the car. It's not asking a whole lot out of the 302, but it's a lot of fun to drive. The tire package on here, 195 tires. They seem skinny by number, but they look about right in comparison to the car. And this thing will completely annihilate them in second gear. If you're getting on it, or if you're just rolling into the throttle and stuffing in second, it'll start to roast them off too. I did a previous video of seeing the trunk here, some bracing brackets, part of the Panhard bar that I put into the car. Next up, I'll probably do some traction bars on it just to help avoid some massive axle wrap. I did break drive shaft on this car once. It's not very fun. It's kind of embarrassing. See, the interior on the car looks really nice. I've redone all the stuffing in the seats. Seats are great. A lot of little finicky things to do in these cars, which is a lot of fun. Got some new floor mats in there, and those look fantastic. Just brings the value of the interior up here. I'd say about, I don't know, 10 grand in my opinion, but it looks awesome. I love it. The one major drawback I've got with this car is the 4-speed transmission that's in there is good enough for driving, and it's a Ford S-Rod 4-speed. A lot of guys don't like it, but with this car being so light, the gear ratio really doesn't matter. You just start in second gear if you want to go aggressively, and the car takes off no problem. But the problem I'm having with it is that because of that higher 390 rear end, the speedo, I can't get it right. I can't get the right gear set from the Ford guys there to get my speedo accurate, so I do have to use a GPS unit to kind of make sure I'm not speeding too bad. But if you don't really care about the speedometer, I mean, who really cares? It's a lot of fun. Cruising down the road at 60 kilometers an hour, 60 to 70 kilometers an hour in third gear, you're turning about 2200, which is just right on the cam. It sounds nice. It is kind of hard on fuel. Fortunately though, going down the freeway, if you're on a freeway in this thing in fourth gear, going our freeway speeds here in Canada, it's about 110 kilometers an hour to 120. I mean, that car's turning almost 3,500 in that gear set though, so not the ideal setup for highway driving, but this is a cruising car. It's for in the city, it's for having fun, and that we do. My kids love riding in it. I love driving it. Anyhow guys, take care. Have a good one.